Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to another episode of Matt-venturess. Today we're testing out my new tent. No, not the Vern one, another new tent.
You're joking. Not another one?
I've decided that I was going to have a winter setup and a summer setup. So this tent is an ultra lightweight tent. You might be thinking as well, why not get your waistband across you? But that's because I came home from holiday yesterday and I'm sunburnt everywhere. I had 1 day of sun. That's all my ginger skin needed. I've also got a new cookware, so no more boiling the bag meals tonight. I'm gonna cook you up a little treat. I'm sick of eating boring meals, so I'm trying something a bit different today. Let's see how we end up. Man, your territory, boys. There's a blue Peter badge for anyone who can tell me what this body of water is behind me. I obviously know what it is, I've driven here, but blue Peter badge, the first person that comments that gets it right. So this spot looks okay. There's a tent pole that's snapped. There's a portable barbecue. There's a 2 litre bottle of Pepsi Max and half a bag of kindling. Top floor, so I'm going to take that back with me in the morning because I can't leave that here. And it gets worse. There's straps of crap everywhere. There's old peanut shells. There's a bottle of... First rule is leave no trace. It says it in absolutely everything. Any tent you get, any like proper hiking equipment, it'll tell you to leave no trace. I can see more. It's scattered all around. So in the morning, I'm gonna take it all back. What a joke. So, the moment you've all been waiting for, what tent have I gone with? Which I'm probably putting the thumbnail or the cover photo anyway, but this is the OEX Pantha 2 ultralight, and it is literally, yeah, hold it, have a feel. You see how light that is? So this is a 2-man, probably 1.5 man tent to be honest, but this is going to be my summer tent. It compacts down to literally nothing. The poles are just going to go in the side pocket as they always do, and then obviously the pegs just inside of the bag as well, but it weighs nothing, that's all I can say. I'm sick of carrying heavy tents around. I'm trying to compact all of my summer kit to be more lightweight, and this is the start of it. I've also a ground sheet that was an extra 30 quid, but I just thought because the bottom of the tent's quite thin, it's just worth it anyway. Again, this is, how many grams is this? 200 grams, and the tent's 1.5 maybe, so it's maybe 1.8 altogether compared to nearly 3 kg with the Vern 1. I've also changed up cookware system, so I've gone the, I'm not sponsored by OEX, I'm just going to clarify that, like not everything I have is OEX, but I was in Go Outdoors, there were good deals on, so I've got a little lightweight pan, which you'll see why for tonight, and then a little Novo stove. So this just screws onto the top of the gas bottle. Rather than having the Heiro, I can only boil water in and have a boil in the bag meal. I'm bored of crap meals. You're going to see what we're going to cook tonight. But right, let's get this tent up first. Wow, look at that from a magic. Here she is. The OEX Pantha 2 ultralight. Let's have a look at her, shall we? But this, you have to do the poles, and it's all like one big exoskeleton type thing. So the pole runs the full width of that. There's a secondary pole that you clip into 2 points there, and then the ones like with the feet bit there, it's all just one big pole. So it just looked really weird to me when I was putting it up. It is colour coordinated though, so it's meant to be simple to put together. However, I think every tent when you first do it is always a bit of a pain. However, it does look good. I mean, I think the mountain setting behind it makes it look even more spectacular. Ready for this view. Just look at it. This is home for the evening. Oh. They've already gone round and picked up all the stuff that other person left. I've got it on probably the flattest bit I can get it on. And in the morning, hopefully, because the sun's setting behind us, so I'm hoping in the morning, this is a hope, a wish and a pray, hoping in the morning it rises above there. And again, just to clarify, there is still a Blue Peter badge on offer for whoever can tell me what that body of water is behind me. You want a Blue Peter badge? I'll get you one. Also, this is an absolute genius. So usually you get that little crappy toggle and you got to like do this. Look at that. Every tent should come with that feature. This is glorious. I love this tent. I definitely weren't kicking off 10 minutes ago saying how much I hate it, but you just find the toggle thing. Because when I was putting it together, I was like, oh, what's this toggle thing do? And now I know. Put your toggle through. Pull it tight. Easy. You got your glow in your dark zips, so you won't miss where your tent is. Oh, I can't even grab it. Big door. You got your second one. Let it all open. And then you've got another one of these zippy toggles. So you do it. I'm really bad at these, by the way. I can never, they're just too fiddly. I'll zip up and out of the way. However, it is massive. You've got a little pocket here, a little pocket here, a little pull-out toggle there for your lantern. You got another door on the opposite side. You got 2 ventilation points either side of the tent as well up here. So hopefully that'll stop a bit of condensation. But it is roomy. So I'm 6'1.5". Call it 6'2". You flatter me. and I could sit up straight in this in the middle. So it's very spacious. So far, so good. So it's currently 20 to 8. The sun is starting to set, so it's getting a little bit cold, hence the fleece is on. I've got a big coat that I might have to put on in a minute. I left my gloves at home thinking, oh, it'll be warm, I won't need them. Stupid. However, hey, it's time to get cooking. I'm really excited to show you what we've got tonight, because I don't do this sort of stuff. So let me show you. Right, so here is the food for the evening. Here's a big clue as to what we're having. So I've got my fajita mix. I've got some little wraps. I've been sat here cutting up some lettuce. I've cut some pepper up so far, put it in my little bag. Got my little trusty Go Outdoors knife, just slicing some peppers up. And then I've got to start slicing the chicken. It's such a good knife, I'm not even lying. It just cuts through it like butter. As always, I've got my first aid kit in my bag in case I slip and slice my hand open and I bleed to death. I should always carry a first aid kit too. But I can't wait to have an actual nice meal rather than eating an all-day breakfast like I keep doing every time I go out. Also, how sick's this table, right? Little Timu, I think it was £2. It's a bit big. I wanted a smaller one. You can get one that's about that big. Right, so I'm literally just sat in an absolute brain fart because I'm so used to my Heiro that's got a little clicky igniter that I was like, oh, you know, this will be fine. It's good. So I've just set the gas up on it. What have I not got? An igniter. Pop the peppers in now. Probably should have cut them in half, but you know, you live and you learn. I'm sick of eating crap food. I've got some good food for once. Stunning. The sun is setting. It's going pink everywhere. My drone's dead, and then I've left the cable in the car, so I can't charge it. So if there's a beautiful sunrise or sunset, sorry. That's me signing off for the night. Peace out. Good morning all. First night in the new tent was a success. No one come and moved us along in the middle of the night. No sheep came and tried to join me and be like, hey, it looks warm in there. Because we've got a little sunrise. How pretty. But it was an enjoyable night. The tent's held up really well. Again, similar gripes to it for what I had with the Vern, where it didn't have like a proper hook. But luckily I'd listened to some comments about getting a clip. Genius idea. It just makes life easier until you hit your head on it. But for me, on night one, I'd say 9 out of 10. And I only say 9 because the tension on the doors when you're trying to zip them up and down, sometimes they snag easy. And then because it's got this little material here to try and keep like the zip separate, sometimes it snags into that, which was quite annoying at times. And down, all I've done so far is just go around, unpeg all the guy lines and tie them up, because you should always tie your guy lines up, because then you know where they are and they're not just everywhere getting tangled. So with the tent, so into the peg I had the ground sheet, and then also under here. So there's 2 sections where the pole goes into. One of them is for the fly sheet, well, for the outer, and the other's for the inner. So these both just kind of clip on to the bottom of the tent. So obviously you've got this section, and you push that underneath the other one, it clips in and keeps them together. Then obviously when you take it off, just undo it. They've also got these are the connection points that it mentions in the instructions, and they're so easy just to miss, because all it is a little bit of Velcro, and you simply just put it around and then peg it in. So all I'm going to do now is just go around and do that for all 4 corners, and then come back and roll it up. On the tent, on each corner, it's also got this part here. So this, once you've got it on your tent, obviously you can loosen it off if you need to, or pull it tighter, and that'll bring the outer down to the ground, and then again unhook the bottom bit, bring it up, undo your velcros, and also pick up your pegs, because round here it just swallows pegs. I put a peg in last night in one of the points, can't find it this morning, don't know where it's gone. So like I said, it's in the pitch first, so these are the poles. It's almost a freestanding tent, because, well, it is a freestanding tent, I'd say, because once you've put your poles in, you peg it out wherever you want to peg it out. So if this bit isn't perfectly flat, you want to move it a little bit, you could move it, which is a good feature, which I've only just figured out right now. So what you do is the poles are colour coordinated, and then you've got an extra pole on the top which pulls it taut on either side. So to get rid of it, you just simply pull it out. Try not to knock yourself out with them, because they do get quite tight. Walk over the other side, same again, pull it out, and then just slide that one through the middle, all the poles, then collapse. OEX Enduro pole, so whilst they're quite small, they are quite sturdy as well. So these all just plop in nice and easy, and then come out nice and easy as well. So then what you do next is you unhook all of your hooks. So like I mentioned, they are colour coordinated, so these two here have yellow toggles, so that's what your yellow pole goes into. The other two at the far end have red toggles, and that's what your black ones go into. Yeah, makes sense, doesn't it? But no, yellow at the front and then your black ones at the back, and that's just because of the height difference of the tent. So what you do now is just simply take your pole out. That is it. This is how it looks. And then that is your poles. You don't have to worry about losing some or not keeping them together, because they all simply attach into itself. With all of your bags, they're just these little thin pieces of material, and then it's got a little, that is it. And that is the tent gone, and there is absolutely zero evidence that we've been here. Ignore those two bags, because they're coming back with me. That is all of the crap that I picked up from people that were around here, and my own bit of food that we had from yesterday. Leave no trace, leave it exactly as you found it, or in this case, I'm leaving it better than I found it. OEX, if you're watching, sponsor me. I've got 2 stoves, I've got a pan, I've got 3 of your tents, I've got 2 of your sleeping mats, I've got a sleeping bag, I've got loads of your stuff. I love go outdoors, I go in every single time. Hit me up. Enjoy your beautiful day, because I'm going to enjoy my beautiful day. Look at these conditions, absolutely glorious. Perfect for getting in an inflatable kayak and bombing around a body of water.